Hello, I'm Sketchy Duval, and today I'm here for a very specific reason. Today we were gifted with Spotify Wrapped. I love music, and I look forward to Spotify Wrapped every end of the year. You know, I get very excited to look through my Spotify Wrapped. I did a video on it last year showing off my 2023 Spotify Wrapped. So I've been really waiting in anticipation for this year's Spotify Wrapped to do the next installment. So I haven't looked at my Spotify Wrapped yet. I'm gonna make some predictions. I know that my top artist is probably going to be Charlie XCX if I had to guess. And I think in my top 5 will be Sleigh Bells, maybe Paramore, maybe Porter Robinson, honestly. Maybe James Ivy? I don't know, honestly. I definitely think Charlie will be my number 1 though. And I'm assuming my top song will probably be a song from Brat. Maybe Spring Breakers because I really liked that one a lot. So those are my predictions. Now let's get into Spotify Wrapped 2024. Okay, here it is. Oh my god, your Wrapped is here. Why am I so excited actually? Like, I already listened to the music. Like, this isn't really a surprise, but it's just so exciting for me. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hi, museum. Hello. It's that time of year again. Wraps ready. Are you? Life moves fast. Luckily, we took notes. You listened for 33,930 minutes this year. That puts you in the top 10% of listeners worldwide. Really? The top 10% of listeners worldwide? Okay. Your biggest listening day was February 5th with 484 minutes. Okay, that was before Brat came out. So what did I listen to on that day? You played 2,591 songs this year, okay? And one song again and again and again and again. Oh, your top song was 360 by Charlie XCX, okay. I mean, I'm not surprised that it's from Brat. I'm a little surprised that 360 beat out Spring Breakers. But, I mean, that's kind of iconic because 360, it's like round and around, like circle. So the fact that I listened to this on repeat over and over, it's kind of like meta. I love this song. I do really like this song. I think if I had to pick a top 3 from Brat, it would be 360, Spring Breakers, and maybe I might say something stupid, but I also love 365. But yeah, 360 is definitely up there for me. I love this song. Oh my god, you were in the top 0.005% of listeners globally. I was really riding for her this year. I couldn't help it. You streamed it 115 times starting on May 10th. That doesn't sound so crazy actually. 115, it's like, okay, that's reasonable. How many days have there been since then? Okay, it has been 208 days since May 10th. So, I mean, that's not that crazy. I didn't even listen to it every day, really. What's next? While it's not a competition, there is a leaderboard. Okay, let's see my top songs. Your top songs, OMG, they're all Charlie. Okay. So, top song number 1, we already know, 360 by Charlie. Number 2, Spring Breakers. Not surprised. I really thought that would be my number 1, so I'm not surprised to see it so high up. Number 3, Von Dutch. Number 4, Apple. And number 5, Sympathy is a Knife. Wow. Okay. Let's get into this. 360, of course. Yeah. Spring Breakers. I love it. I'm obsessed with the whole second verse, like vroom 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 in a big pink truck, like that whole part. And then On the flip side, I could say something real nice. Oh my god, like just that this whole song is so satisfying to listen to and also to sing. I love Spring Breakers. I would say it's my favorite of the album. 3, Von Dutch. I'm a little shocked because honestly, when Von Dutch was released as a single, I didn't really like it because I thought it was very like repetitive and clubby, and I'm usually not that kind of person who listens to like clubby music, but Brat kind of changed my whole mood on that. I always listen to electronic stuff, like Sleigh Bells is kind of clubby and Grimes is kind of clubby and stuff like that, Sophie. But Brat like did something different for me where I really had to like, not really, but I did have to like give it a try when Von Dutch came out, and it like set the tone for me. And then as more singles kept coming out, I was like, wait, okay, I think I'm getting it. And then by the time the album came out, I was like fully into it. So Von Dutch really like set the tone of the album for me. And yeah, it grew to be one of my favorites, especially when I'm walking through like Tokyo Station, when I'm transferring from like the subway line to like a different line upstairs, and I have to like walk, it's like 10 minutes like in the station just walking. Von Dutch is like my song to just strut through the station to. I don't know, it feels so like CUNT. Number 4, we have Apple. Apple was the song that like when the track list for Brat was released, I read through the tracks and I was like, okay, I think Apple sounds like it's gonna be my favorite song. Like I felt something pulling me to Apple. And when the album first dropped, I loved Apple. But as I started to discover more of the songs, I'm sorry, Apple was dethroned and it was no longer my favorite. However, I do really like it. And number 5, Sympathy is a Knife. I mean, that song is one of the standouts from Brat. Yeah, it's really good. So here we are, my top songs, all Charlie XCX. How gay is that? Let's see what's next. You've changed, and so has your listening. That's true. Last year was a lot of Ethel Cain. This year was a lot of Charlie, which they're very different. Let's look at your 2024 music evolution. Okay, what's this? December. Oh, we're going back. May. Why are we starting in May? Okay, May was your Molgoth rockish emo phase. What does that mean? I mean, maybe I was listening to Cocteau Twins and the Silent Hill soundtracks. I don't know. You're gonna elaborate? Okay. You were really into artists like The Used, Panic at the Disco, and My Chemical Romance. I don't remember listening to Panic and My Chemical Romance that much, but The Used, definitely. July, what was this? My Brat Summer. July was your indie sleaze escape room hyperpop season. Okay, Purity Ring. You were all about artists like A.G. Cook, Hannah Diamond, and Sophie. Yeah. Checks out. And now let's look at September. Okay, here's Purity Ring, right? September was your joyride roller skating pop moment. Maybe Chapel? Might be Chapel Roan. You were big on artists like Charlie XCX, Chapel Roan, and Marina. I definitely don't imagine Charlie when I think of roller skating, but Chapel and Marina I can see that for. Where is Purity Ring? You listened to 834 artists. Okay, now that I'm rethinking through my year, I'm gonna predict my top 5. Charlie, Purity Ring, Sleigh Bells, maybe Chapel, and Paramore. One had a special place in your heart and ears. Of course it's Charlie, right? Yeah. Charlie XCX was your top artist of the year. That comes as no surprise to anyone. Your longest listening streak was 18 days. This must have been when Brat came out. There was a period of time where I could not listen to anything other than Brat. I would try to listen to other music and it was just not hitting at all. Honestly, a lot of my listening for like the end of the year was really shaped by Brat, like shaped by and around Brat, because I would make a lot of playlists that were inspired by feelings of Brat or songs of Brat and things like that. yeah, I'm not surprised at all. You're a top 0.05% fan, and you spent 4,725 minutes together. I feel like I could do better. Okay, my top artists. Let's see. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gagged. Okay, let's get into this. Number 1, Charlie, of course, we know. I don't need to go further into detail. Number 2, Sleigh Bells. Yes. I love Sleigh Bells. They are one of my favorite bands of all time. Even though I've been listening to them for like over 10 years at this point, I still go back and revisit like their first albums so often, and it still just hits. Like, their music has not aged for me at all. And honestly, their music is one that I really have grown with, in the sense that now I've gone back and listened to some of their later albums. And I remember when their later albums were released, they didn't really hit for me. But now I think that I'm older, I can really appreciate their later albums and what they're doing with them. Some of my favorite Sleigh Bells songs are from their later albums. So yeah, I love Sleigh Bells. I think Paramore is always going to be number 1 in terms of my favorites, but Sleigh Bells is like right up there, right after Paramore. In my number 3 spot, I have Akira Yamaoka, and he is the man who makes the music for the Silent Hill video games. I didn't realize how much I listened to the Silent Hill soundtracks, but I love especially Silent Hill 3 soundtrack when I'm on the train, on like rainy days, if I'm not feeling energetic, or if I'm feeling emo, or when I'm walking around shopping, or if I'm just walking somewhere, or when I'm studying. I love listening to the Silent Hill soundtracks. I guess I'm not surprised that he's on here, but I guess I am surprised to realize how much I do listen to Silent Hill music. Number 4, we have Chapel, which I am a little surprised about because I haven't listened to her a lot recently, but earlier in the year I was really into her album. Oh, you know what it is? It's Good Luck Babe. That's why. I was really into Good Luck Babe. Yeah, that song did have a hold on me for a while. And then number 5, Paramore. I don't think Paramore has ever not been in my top 5, like since I started using Spotify. So yeah, I'm not at all surprised to see Paramore. I am surprised that Purity Ring is not on here. I thought I listened to Purity Ring like a lot this year. I don't know. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, looks like we have Company. Oh, Charlie has a video. What is she saying?
For listening to my music. I'm honoured to be a part of your Spotify Wrapped, and I hope you have an amazing rest of the year and party hard, obviously. Bye. Mwah.
Okay, Charlie had a thank you message for me, for her lovely fans, for her angels. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Until we meet again, Spotify. So yeah, here we have the little things you can share to your story. And Charlie looks beautiful up there. So yeah, let's recap. My top songs were 360, Spring Breakers, Von Dutch, Apple, Sympathy is a Knife, all by Charlie XCX. And my top artists were Charlie XCX, Sleigh Bells, Akira Yamaoka, Chapel Roan, Paramore. And I listened to music on Spotify for 33,930 minutes. There you have it. Oh, let's see. Okay, here's a playlist of all my top songs. Okay, so we had my top 5. After that, we had Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan, Sparrow by Museum, aka me, So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings by Caroline Polachek, I Might Say Something Stupid by Charlie XCX, and Pony Boy by Sophie. Those are my top 10. My music evolution. We have emo, hyperpop, pop. Those were my most listened to genres. So yeah, there is my Spotify Wrapped 2024. Let me know who were your top artists, your top songs, anything like that. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for my Spotify Wrapped this year. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching and for listening. And until next time, goodbye.